tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
Welcome to Life Coaching Comedians. Here, there's no client confidentiality because it's funny. I'm your life coach, Lexis Sharde. And today, I have a new comedian joining me, Mr. Teddy Margas. Teddy has been doing comedy for over 15 years. You may have seen him with our beloved Qween, Joan Rivers, before her passing on E-Fashion Police. He's also worked with comedians such as Griffin and Margaret. He has his own web series and Netflix series called Hey Qween. And you will see him on the new Netflix series by RuPaul called AJ and the Qween this spring. Teddy has an interesting hobby where he likes to buy Bratz dolls and he turns them into real queens, as so to speak, as he repaints their faces. Yes, I know. I'm going to get Teddy on the phone right now. I can't wait to speak to him either. Sit tight. Sit tight, Abby. Well, hello, Teddy.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I am doing fabulous. It's so great to see you, my dear.
Same here. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It sounds like you have a lot of great projects going on.
I do. It's almost overwhelming.
Is it?
A little bit.
How are you handling your stress?
I am drinking lots of water.
Oh.
Am I eating healthy right now? No.
Oh, what have you been eating, Teddy dear?
Well, when I'm working on so many projects, so you have to kind of prepare, and I always forget to prepare, so I'll go the whole day without eating.
Wow.
Get home, and you know what happens then.
What do you do then?
It's like Gorgapalooza, like whatever's there. I'm too tired to cook. So what I've just started doing is learn to prepare so that I could have like a bag of snacks that are healthy when I'm at work, and I don't have to worry about going the whole day without eating. But it's hard to get into that groove.
Oh, absolutely. You know? It sounds like you're doing intermittent fasting to an extreme.
Well, very true.
Yes. It's got to work on your timing a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to hear a little bit more. Before we go into our session, I want to hear a little bit more about these Bratz dolls that you're doing.
Oh, that's my therapy, actually.
Oh, really?
I constantly love to be creating at all times, and if I feel I'm not creating, I feel stagnant. So I now... I buy these used Bratz dolls off of eBay, and here's how it all began. My niece wanted a Bratz doll for Christmas.
Oh.
So, of course, it's my niece. I'm going to get her whatever she wants. So I go to get her one, and I was kind of offended by them.
How
they're
so?
They're so rail thin. And they have these ginormous heads, and they're just made up, and they're just so over the top. And I thought, is this the message I want my niece to be learning?
Yeah.
Like, this is how you have to look. Rail thin, high fashion all the time, perfect hair, big lips, big head, huge eyes, made up, mascara, liner. And then I thought, I don't want to get it for her.
Mm.
And I didn't get it for her. And it was no big deal. But I couldn't stop thinking about the dolls. I just thought, I kind of personally thought that they were flawless. And so I bought one off of eBay and it was real kind of messed up. So I thought I would bring it back to life. So I started to like condition the hair and clean it up. And as I was cleaning it, the paint came off.
Mm.
And so I had a blank face. So I started to repaint the face in a much more how I would want my niece to look like you should, not all made up.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got carried away.
Of course you did.
Because they have the boy brats and the girl brats.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the boy brats and made them drag queen.
Oh my God.
I know. I took off all
Did you find a way to fatten them up?
Well, you could do it with clothing, but then as a drag queen, I didn't want to do that. Actually, I had to learn to streamline the guys because the guy brat styles are kind of muscular.
Mm-hmm.
So, you dress them the right way. And I have a little family. My neighbors think I'm insane. Because sometimes I have them all out on my dining room table during their drying or in different stages of dress. And my neighbors
kind of reminds me. It's like that scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin when he's repainting his figurines, but you're like the gay version.
Yeah, I want all the boys to be girls and all the girls to be boys. Go figure that. Let's dig into that.
Have you tried putting them back up for auction on eBay to see how much they'd go for?
I thought about it, but as time has gone on, everybody that has come over and wanted to see them, inevitably they leave with one.
Oh.
So everyone has.
You're gonna start charging, Teddy.
A drag brat somewhere in the house in West Hollywood.
So I love that you already have your own sorts of therapy that you're doing. Tell me, have you ever seen a therapist or done a life coaching session before?
I have never seen a therapist, but I used to, many moons ago, work for a life coach when I first came out to LA. And it was like kind of life-changing, actually.
Yeah.
But she was real good. She was very into yoga, sweating. She had a sweat lodge.
Wow.
And I kind of got into it.
Good.
So
okay.
It was helpful. Not that I'm poo-pooing therapists, but sometimes we just need somebody who has the experience.
Absolutely.
And tell you're on the right track, or you know what I see? I look at it as getting a friend's opinion on something that you're doing.
Absolutely, Tony. I'm sorry, Teddy.
I played 3 Tonys on film. So hey, what?
Right. I was editing my my episode with Tony earlier, and so I keep hearing Tony in my head. But absolutely, Teddy, I am your friend. That is what I'm here for.
Good.
So tell me, Teddy, what area of your life do you feel that you are seeking the most improvement, or maybe an area in your life where you're unhappy?
Woo. I spent a long time not happy in my career.
Okay, that seems to be a popular subject for our comedians.
I know. But what I did with that was kind of switch up my expectation in my head and look back at what exactly, I've accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
You literally write it down and see wow, I've done a lot. I've done a lot of what I set out to do. So that's covered. Let's talk about love.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
I guess. That's probably where I need the most help.
So tell me what you're struggling with.
I have trouble committing.
Okay.
And I can't figure out why. I am such a workaholic that I never have time to go on a date. I never have time to do anything. But sometimes I have to think back and think, is that an excuse? So I don't know.
Do you think it's because you possibly haven't met a person that you want to make time for yet?
Well, I love that sentiment, But come on. I mean, I ain't getting younger. So
Mm-hmm.
it could be that,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe it's not.
Well, let's reflect back to maybe the last committed relationship that you've had. When was that?
That was the last long-term committed relationship was about 8 years ago.
Okay.
And I was at the peak of, just trying to work everywhere that I could possibly work, comedically, writing, acting, and just that was my sole focus.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually got an ultimatum and was told, you're never home, you never do this, you never want to do that. When you are home, you're tired, or you're focusing on something else, or you're rehearsing, or you're writing. You got to pick that or me.
Mm-hmm.
Who says that?
I know.
Well, it was said, and it was a no-brainer. I was like,
Later.
right. And it ends up, dude turns out doing stand-up comedy right now. Hello.
No way.
Yes. Right now, he's doing comedy. Like, you poo-pooed it, you didn't like it, but now you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Not even that funny.
So do you think that maybe there's some post-trauma there from that previous relationship that when you are dating someone, I mean, do you date at all, or is it more of a grinder type thing where you're just getting it in where you can fit it in?
Good question. I'm not into the grinder and the apps. I have them because basically it's how everybody meets nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I need a little bit more connection, a little bit more intimacy.
Absolutely.
In order to enjoy the person and even enjoy sex. So it's hard to find that on those apps because everyone's on those apps looking for it. They say they want that, but they don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's constantly swiping, and then I'm swiped out.
I feel that today's generation and the online dating, it's like online shopping, and it's just crazy. I mean, I tried online dating a few times. I was on Tinder not that long ago, and after about 3 days, it just almost made me feel so inhuman because it's just like, it's all, you just, oh, I don't like your face. You just find whatever that you can find to dismiss the person, and it does definitely take the connection out.
I find Tinder, especially Tinder, so offensive.
Oh.
The fact that you could literally swipe away somebody just based on a picture is repulsive to me.
Sometimes I wish I could do it in real life, to be honest with you.
That would be perfect.
Be gone.
Hey, I'm bored.
Yes.
Yeah, I just find it repulsive, and it's hard to find somebody that doesn't just want to hook up, or they claim they want to be like intimate or want a little bit more than that, but the bulk of them don't. Maybe I'm on the wrong apps. I don't know. I have 5 of them on my phone.
Yes. I mean, I think, apps is something that we go to because it's easy and it's convenient in our busy lifestyle. But, when it really comes down to finding the person that we want to be with, the best connection is going to be someone that we meet in real life. That person that could probably be someone that you know already.
I know. And what's true about that is the fact that you don't have... one of my first rules is, okay, we could be introduced on the app, we could talk on the app, but if we are not, hooking up, I don't mean hooking up in the hooking up way, but if we are not connecting in person within a week or two, swipe.
Yeah, it's kind of over it. So, tell me exactly what it is that you're looking for in your ideal partner.
Somebody that worships the ground I walk on.
Of course, as they
with
should.
A lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe doesn't have that much longer on this earth. And not in the will.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not much. I want to be able to laugh with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. I want somebody who gets my humor and we laugh and we have a good time and is not socially inept, because you could go out on a date and then you like go with somebody and they're just awkward. They don't know how to handle themselves in social situations. I'm an outgoing guy. I'm kind of loud. I don't have a problem walking up to people and just starting a conversation. A lot of people can't handle that.
Yeah.
So
So are you opposed to dating someone that is also a comedian?
I wouldn't be opposed to it. No, if the circumstances were right and the chemistry was there, that's key for me. Chemistry.
Absolutely.
We have a chemistry, and I look at it this way: if I can't wait to see that person again, we're on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't happen often.
So have you opened your eyes to people that you've been meeting with while working or on set anywhere?
I'm always looking.
We're always looking.
Have I opened my eyes? When I'm working, I'm kind of really, really focused.
Mm-hmm.
I have, on occasion been like, look at that grip. I want to grip that grip. But no, I haven't.
All right. So it seems to me that you are the person that you want to be with, which is what they say, be the person you want to be with. Be the person that you want to love. And so I think that you're definitely on the right track. I think that the person that you're maybe supposed to be with could be right around the corner. But
or in a different country.
It's possible.
Because I'm based in LA, and LA is a hub for everybody. Like everyone has an LA as either a destination or they have like a 3-day layover here. And because I'm on the apps, I meet people from all over the world. The last person I got really, really close to was here for a month from Jordan.
Oh, wow.
And
they are fine.
Fine, honey. And I thought I really connected. We really connected. We really had a good time. And I was like, this has only been, out of the months, was kind of supposed to be a hookup. And it turned out to be almost like a whirlwind romance.
Wow. And so what happened? He went back
Well,
to
I'm
Jordan?
still in touch. He doesn't live here. It's kind of hard for an Arab to come back and forth to the States. But I'm still in contact with him via Facebook, texting, and all that stuff. So who knows? But it did open up my eyes a little bit to the fact that there is somebody out there. It's a numbers game. I guess I'm just gonna have to go and keep on keeping on, going through the hideous stage, going through other stuff that I don't like to do, to hopefully maybe find the one. Is it my driving force? Is it something that I absolutely want to have? Not necessarily, but as I get older, I start thinking, it would be really great to share some stuff with somebody.
What's holding you back from seeing that person again or traveling to where he lives?
A, financially. B, I wouldn't mind if they came here. I don't want to. I'm getting a little set in my ways as I get older, and I'm trying to break that. I have a routine. And I have, this is the bowl that I eat out of, and this is the chair that I sit in, and this is the side of the bed I sleep on, and this is the time I take my shower. I gotta break that and become a little bit more free.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna be a grumpy old man.
Exactly. I don't have cats yet, so that's good.
I have one. She's taking her nap.
The life of a cat.
I've been thinking about getting another, but I'm kind of in the same boat as you within my love life as well. Not that this is about me, but I can relate. And, I think being the type of individuals that we are, I can tell, Teddy, that you love yourself very much. You appreciate spending time with yourself, and you appreciate your craft, and you do everything, and you are light and love onto the world, as I feel the same about myself. So it's only a matter of time before I believe the one we are supposed to be with, if that so exists, will come. But I think you're in the right mindset where when you meet someone and you have a moment, you are present in time and you acknowledge and appreciate that love for the time it is being. Tomorrow is not promised. So whether that love is for 24 hours, whether, it's a quick little bang or whatever it is, it could be months, it could be years. We just appreciate that love, and when it ends, and we're happy because we had an opportunity to love.
I walk the fine line between, I believe that it's out there, and when you're not looking for it, it will come.
I agree.
But I also believe in sometimes you have to put a little work into it. You have to make it happen. Like, I have many friends who, my one look at as kind of like my bar, because they've been together 12 years, married for 6. I look at them and the one wasn't into the other one, but the one was persistent, and now look at it. Like, so there's a fine line that I don't know how to navigate. I don't know if it's, do I be overly aggressive, or I don't want to sound like I'm nagging or being desperate, God forbid. It's like, do I fight for it? I don't know. Proof in the pudding was this guy from Jordan. When he left, I kind of was devastated. I didn't think I would be, because I knew he was only going to be here for a month. And I kind of was devastated, and then thought, that was it. And a friend of mine said, why don't you tell him how you feel? Why don't you say to him, this is what you were feeling. He's either going to say to you, me too, or not, and then you can figure it out. And I'm so glad that I did, because we have like this great, healthy relationship that's not a relationship yet, but I'm just really happy to still be in contact. And had I not put forth that effort to do that, who knows, maybe it would have just been over. So
yes, and I agree. I mean, I know lots of very happy couples where, they've been friends for so many years, or they've known each other for so long, and there's always been something there. And when their lives align perfectly, that's when they finally decided to commit to one another, because it seemed right at the time.
A lot of times, like, and I don't take this very seriously, but I do it kind of for fun. I'll get my chart read, or I do numerology, or I'll talk to
What number are you?
I am a 3.
Me too. No wonder why I love you so much.
Great. And so what they say is that if it's meant to happen, it will happen, and that my time, everything that's supposed to happen for me, according to all these charts, are going to happen in my later years. Success, money, romance, love. So my golden years are going to be diamond.
Yes, and I study some of those same things, and what's interesting is I was reading the same thing where things are supposed to happen later for us, and our cycles are 9 years, and so right now I'm on my 9th year, and it's supposed to be a very rewarding financial year for me, and I've already have had a lot of great things happen in my career, so I definitely believe that there is some truth behind it.
Right.
Do you know which numbers that you're most compatible with?
I do. I wrote them down. I don't know them off the top of my head.
So do you remember? I'm going to teach you how to remember.
Okay, that's great. I know.
Are you familiar with Yin Yang twins?
Yes.
3, 6, 9. They look fine. Let me tell it to you one more time. Get low. Get low, get low, get
so
low.
3, 6, 9.
3, 6, 9.
Okay. 3, 6, 9. He look fine. Okay, I'm going to keep that in mind. Then I got to, then you ask him on the date, so what's your full name? Earth, you're
Always do. Okay,
nothing
so
there.
now it's time for the cliche questions. What is your zodiac sign and what is your number? Oh, you don't know your number? Will you give me your full birth date, please? And
Good luck
I'll
with that in
take a
LA.
little cocktail napkin and start to do my calculation.
I start with the zodiac and then I segue into the Chinese zodiac
Oh, yes. What
because
year
I'm a
are
rabbit.
you? You're a rabbit.
Hmm.
I am a
And what are you?
tiger. A tiger.
We're compatible.
Yes, we were very compatible. If only I
Yeah.
was a gay man. I do wish I was a gay man because y'all just have the most amazing sexual appetite, and it's just I wish I have to beg my lovers to make love to me.
Oh, that happens too, but not nearly as much.
I'm so jealous.
I love it.
So, is there anything else that you want to talk about today, Teddy?
Let's talk about um, how to go about doing it all.
What do you mean by doing it all?
How to have a healthy career life, love life, friend life, how to balance that because I have trouble, I'll put all my eggs in one basket, do that task, and then I'm very much like that. And everyone always says to me, it's like, because I'm a cook. Everyone's like, well, it's like cooking a meal. You have things on 4 burners, you have things in the oven, and how do you manage that? This is done at this time, and this is done at this time, and then check the oven and do that. You do it the same way. But that's exhausting, and that's just cooking one meal.
Yes.
How would one navigate a balance of, work, play, love? How?
So, one thing that I have found that has helped me is I have a calendar that I use. It's called the Law of Attraction Planner. And it has the life wheel in there and it has all the different areas of your life to create balance. And every month I kind of reflect on, scaling each or scoring each section in my life on a scale of 1 to 10. And
Or it's an actual book?
It's an actual book. It's called the Law of Attraction Planner, and it has not only increased my productivity level to the highest degree, but it also helps me realize what I'm doing. I literally use it every day like a diary.
You write in it?
I write in it. I have all my appointments. I kind of keep notes from what I have going on at work, daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, and there's little, check boxes you can use for things that you want to do, planning dates or whatever. And so every Sunday before I start my week, I open up my planner and I kind of look at the week and what I have going on already. Obviously, your goals and your, financial goals, career goals, you have your certain things that you want to do throughout the week. And I'm always making sure that, I'm scheduling my time to work out. I'm scheduling my time to make sure I'm eating right, taking my supplements. And I try to put something in there that's social, whether it's just one thing. It could be something simple, like a phone call. Maybe there's someone that I have been thinking about and I want to talk to, and I'll put that in my schedule. Make sure I call and reach out to that person and block out an hour. Or, maybe I want to go to a open mic, and even though open mics is what we do as comedians and it's part of our career, it also can be a very social thing.
It is very social, yes. That's basically that's kind of all my social.
Yeah. And I for a long time I was bartending on the side, and I'm not much of a partier. I don't really go out too often. I do have some friends that I enjoy to go out with, but I'm not a Scottsdale clubbing kind of girl. That's just not my forte. But I bartended on the side, and that was my social hour for me because I loved bartending. It was social, it was a nightlife, there's music, so, choosing to do things on the side as a way to make money, that can also be a social thing, or maybe it could be a type of situation where you might meet somebody, or I don't know, you can choose to use your time for different reasons. And so that has really helped me a lot with balance. Definitely.
It sounds to me like what I should do is organize better via list.
Yes.
Because it was what I was saying earlier about I didn't plan to not eat all day.
Mm-hmm.
So, but once again, when you're really busy, that takes a lot of time. You just have to find that time and do it.
Have you ever looked into different food preparation companies?
I did, and I had them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoy cooking.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have actually meal prepped for other people. The most perfect, healthy, delicious looking meals.
Mm-hmm.
As I do it, I say, why aren't I doing this for myself?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Why?
There was
so
a point.
I just have the habit of it.
Yes. There was this point last year when I first started working for the company I'm working for now. And I had to pay my dues, so to speak. So I wasn't getting paid very much. I was getting paid hourly, and I was working at my other job about 3 to 4 days a week as well. I hardly had any time for myself, let alone time for my 8-year-old daughter, let alone time to cook. And I too enjoy cooking. It's very, very therapeutic for me.
Yeah, it is.
So I actually for a while was ordering from a company called Freshly, and they actually send you their already prepared meals. And so I would get about 3 days worth of food, it was 9 meals a week. And I would use those on my busiest days, or just have them in my refrigerator for those days where I just couldn't cook anything for myself. And then on the days where I had a little bit more time to relax and enjoy time with my daughter, I would cook my own meal. And so that could be something that could definitely help you, where you're spending some, and it's nice because then you don't have to do too much grocery shopping, because the last thing you want to do.
What I liked about them was you don't have to think.
Yes, you just
do. I mean, we spend all our day thinking about our work or whatever. To when you're driving home and you're like, oh, what? When you don't have to think, that really wipes out a big chunk of, okay, that's out of the way, taken care of.
Mm-hmm. And you can focus more on the things that matter. And you know that you're eating something that's nutritious for your body, and you're taking care of yourself at the same time. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
You just got to find what works for you and make sure you're making it a priority, and something that's not going to stress you out too much. In this modern day, there's so many options.
I know, that's true. That is true. Yeah. Very good.
Very good. So I'm very excited about your TV show coming out. You're doing RuPaul's new show.
It's called AJ and the Qween. It's written and directed by Michael Patrick King, who did Sex and the City, starring RuPaul. Mm-hmm. And I got a role on it.
Can you tell us anything about your character?
I'm not allowed to. I will tell you, though, that my character... when I went into the audition, these are my glasses. Mm-hmm. This year I needed glasses, and I'm like, well, if I need glasses, I'm gonna get glasses. And I don't normally go into the audition with the glasses because it's not on my picture. But I went in with them and forgot to take them off, and did the audition. And when I left, I was like, oh, I didn't take my glasses off. But when they called me and I went to wardrobe, they were like, you have the glasses, right? I'm like, oh, the glasses got the role. Oh, okay, I get it. But I played Tony, mm-hmm. And Tony owns the club that all the drag queens work at.
Oh, so you have a pretty reoccurring role then.
It's reoccurring. I've only done 2 episodes. I hope I can do more.
Okay.
It's only, I think, an 8 or a 12 episode run on Netflix. So we'll see what happens. But it was so much fun to do. So much fun.
Do you know which episodes you're going to be in yet?
I'm in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, because everyone and their mother will watch that.
Yeah.
And I think episode 4.
Okay.
Episode 4, yeah.
So I would love to speak with you again, invite you back after your big debut.
Oh, I would love that.
Yes, and I want to see, where your career has gone, what kind of opportunities that has opened up for you, and possibly...
My fridge will be prepped with meal prep.
Yes. And possibly...
And we'll have love.
Yes, that's what I really want to see is... Where, when you go to the premiere, if you just meet someone, I'm sure you'll have maybe, just maybe, you'll have a fan that just loves the show and follows you on Instagram. A lot of celebrities have dated their fans, believe it or not, just by sliding up in their DMs.
Well, honey, my DM is open.
You better lube it up so they can slide right in there.
Bang.
Bang. I could use
I would love to. I would love to
right
come
now.
back and see what's happened.
Absolutely.
Because I appreciate, talking to somebody when you talk about it, and it's kind of when you kind of feel like you know what to do, but you're like, But when somebody else either validates it or gives you a suggestion that you might not have thought of, you go, oh. Then you start thinking about it. So you'll be in my head for a while.
And Teddy, darling, you can text me anytime. You can call me anytime. If you need nutrition advice or, if you need to figure out what to tell that guy.
Yeah, tell him to leave Jordan, move to LA. We could have a happy life together.
Maybe he's listening to this right now.
Hello, darling.
Tell him everything you want to tell him right now.
I'm going to say it all.
I'm serious. Say it. What do you want to tell Mr. Jordan right now?
Mr. Jordan, I want to tell right now that I have never felt this way about somebody. And I think you felt the same way, and we need to get together again. Maybe I need to go there. I have been invited, but it would be so much better if you came here.
Yes, America is great.
It's fabulous. I don't think I could be on a plane that long to get to Jordan, unless, of course, it was first class with those beds. But
we'll see where you stand after your big debut on RuPaul. Be excited. Pretend it's already here. Imagine flying in that first class seat to Jordan right now. It could be here before you know it.
And it will be, because time flies, Mama.
It does.
It does.
It does.
True.
Well, my dear, I am so glad to see that you are doing very well.
Thank you.
And you are just such a positive ray of sunshine and light. Don't you forget
that. Are too sweet.
And I really think that you should consider maybe placing a Bratz doll on eBay. And maybe you can raise the funds for your favorite charity or something, or supporting, the gay community or something like that.
Next one I complete, I will snap a pic, send it to you, and say, should I put this on eBay?
Yes. And my answer will be yes.
Yes.
All right, Teddy, darling. I love you so much.
Oh my God, I love you too. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you for thank you for having me. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, darling.
All right, we will talk soon, my dear.
Okay, ciao.
Ciao. Thank you for listening to Life Coaching Comedians. Connect with Teddy on our website at lifecoachingcomedians.com. Tune in next week where I'll be diving in deep with another comedian. Every Thursday, because on Thursdays, we do therapy. Until next time,